Last arc of One
You're only
Piece.
creating your enemy.
War of the Fishmen and
You're only
Giants.
creating your enemy.
I'm telling you right now, if the world flooded, giants were just up to like knee-high water. I'm telling you.
The Grand Line Gazette.
What? What's up, everybody? This is the Grand Line Gazette, where we talk about One Piece every damn day. We got another discussion topic for you. We are talking about Fishmen and Merfolk. There you go. If you guys are new to the channel, we talk about One Piece every damn day, whether it's manga discussions, episode discussions, theories, reactions, whatever. We talk about it. If you guys like talk about One Piece, subscribe, like, comment, do all the stuff. That's CJ up there in the champion hoodie. That's Tatted Kev
What
over
up?
there, being Kev. I'm Corey, and let's talk about
Being
Fishmen.
tatted.
Yeah, I was gonna say being tatted, but I was like, is that? We're going to talk about Fishmen and Merfolk. So we're going to kind of split it in two sides of the discussion. So first, we're going to just talk about the different types of Fishmen, Fishmen as a concept. And then the second, we're going to be talking about Fishmen history-wise and its implications for the world and the government and where we are now. This is all stemming from the new arc the new revamped arc for Fishman Island that's coming out for the next couple of months. So, yeah, let's talk about it. So I'm gonna just get started with we have a point in the story where they talk about different fishmen. So you could have a fishman mom, fishman dad, and still come out as a merfolk. I guess two merfolk parents and still come out as a fishman. It's really like the recessive genes of it all. So it all just like normal humanity. But we have the fishmen
And
we
it's
see.
a crapshoot. I think they said something about it being a crapshoot. Like, there's nothing that you can. I want this type of kid, so we're gonna. No, it's a crapshoot.
Yeah, and they kind of blanket it. Yeah, it's like you're not just because your mom's a flounder and your dad's like a goldfish. Oh, you could be an octopus. Like there is no rhyme or reason.
I don't know. I felt some type of way when you called my mom a flounder right now. I don't know. I felt some type of way.
But we have under that giant box, we have fishmen. We also have hybrids, so they're kind of mixed with humans one way or another.
Yep.
I guess that's the only way to be a hybrid. Like you have to be mixed with something else, like a mink or a human, or a giant. And those special giant
or a long leg
hybrids. Yeah, but we don't see those. But those giant fishmen hybrids are called Wotan. So we've seen, I guess, two of them. And then under other, it says
Long
S
Ring,
shark.
Long Island.
Yeah, under other, it says S shark. So as far as fishmen as a whole, Kev, you want to start this one? Let's just talk about them as a concept, just the ones you've seen.
Yeah, I mean, some of the ones that are probably the most, noticeable is Jinbei. He's kind of like our biggest fishman that we see quite a bit outside of like Arlong and things like that. And so the thing with fishmen is with the different characteristics that you can have as far as biology, you also can have ability. So only certain fishmen have the ability to talk to fish or shark or whale that we've seen Jinbei have. So there is some type of, there's also a lineage factor that we've also seen in humans, which is like the voice of all things, or maybe conquers hockey in a way. This could be something along those same lines within fishmen. So it's always been interesting to me. I don't know how we started. There had to be just like a plain simple fish man. I don't know how we got to the point where we have like full humanoid fish like Merfolk. Obviously, that's through generations and generations of adapting. So
maybe
it's like
some
you got fishmen from different parts that it
might be some Nika shit where he like gave everybody the freedom to be.
I like that theory.
Well, and then there's the other one where,
theory.
I mean, we have zone users or that, like Rob Lucci, that turns into a cat, like a legit full-blown cat. Like we have people who could turn into fish and then probably just live amongst them like it was like no problem. I mean, they would have the devil fruit issue, so they would have to stick to like where they can actually like walk around. similar to like what
Yeah.
Luffy did. But I mean, they would still be able to live amongst them, no problem.
They
Yeah, and
also
even
get
if they
water
went
jutsu.
outside of the bubble, they wouldn't drown.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Fishman karate. Yes.
They also get Fishman
Shut
karate.
up.
Yeah, all right. It's water jutsu. Y'all know what it is.
You also
Water
become
wall
water
jutsu.
No, I know it as Fishman karate.
The Muramusa blade, yeah, Muramasa blade. But
Yes.
but yeah, just going into Fishmen, like we don't get to see many of them mixed with other species. They kind of keep to themselves, and that could be for one reason or another. We're gonna go on that in a little bit on the second part of the video. But we do see them, like some of them are hybrids with people, and for the most part, 2 out of 3 that we've seen have more human features. Like one of them is Dellinger from the Doflamingo family, and he's just the kid that was wearing high heels
with the sharp teeth.
Yeah, and that's all you could tell.
And the
So
hat.
sharp teeth
And horns.
Yeah. When he took off the hat, he had the horns too. But it's like you could be like part mink with that one. You know what I mean? We've seen sheep people.
Part Oni.
Yeah, or you could just be one of those people that look like animals that they, I guess, also have in One Piece. So it's like those guys are very hard to see, but there are very like Fishmen are have prominent features. Bringing it back to the point of the conversation, Kev talked about Jinbei being one of the Fishmen, like notable ones. I feel like Jinbei had to be like one of the earliest concepts because he's just a shark man. You know, maybe with 2 feet.
Yo, speaking of
no tail.
that, it's like, cause Arlong Sharkman, Jinbei Sharkman, but you also have a shark, Megalo, Shirahoshi's pet.
Yeah, but
and it's just a shark. There's like distinctions between them and everything.
Yeah.
Whereas like, that's weird. Like
they don't view themselves. Because their whole thing is like they don't view themselves as like just fish, but they're not like, hey, we're looking down on fish. It's just like, bro, we're not just fish. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, it seems like it seemed like the sharks were like the earlier concepts, and then the octopus. Yeah, there was a lot of like octopi, squid-like people too, and then it's just like, then you just have just whatever, bro, features. It's like they got like a Mr. Potato Head and just start putting shit together.
Well, I mean, the one that's really shocking for me was always Jack. Jack is a fish man. Like that is like that. When somebody explained that when he was like sitting there, I'm like, he's
dead.
Man?
We're watching him die. And
he's
like,
just
no,
like sitting there. He's like, these guys better hurry up. I'm like,
aren't you supposed to be dead?
They come in all shapes and sizes. Some of them aren't even confirmed, like Katakuri. I think Katakuri is
I think
one.
He is too. Speaking about Jack, Fishmen, when they use devil fruits or eat devil fruits, they can still breathe underwater. That's never been an issue for them. They just can't move. Yeah, they're paralyzed and anchored down. So so we don't see too many of them with them. But the ones that we do see, it's like, damn, man, you're pretty formidable if you can stay in that little bubble underwater. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But it's like, if the bubbles can hold Luffy doing a Red Hawk underwater on fire, I guess they got it. like, you know, what attack are you gonna really do or go up against that's gonna pop your bubble, bro?
Yeah, like a fire fist stretching out the bubble. You got a point. But
because it's like, why would you extinguish the oxygen? But whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, going over to like the second part of the video, Chris, you want to take point on this one? I was just talking about their placement in the world, or where they find themselves here at this point in the order of things, I guess.
As far as Fishman Island?
No, Fishmen.
Fishmen in general. Okay. Yeah, as far as Fishmen in general, it kind of seems like, even down to like Fishman Island, how they were talking about the underwater currents, and they keep bringing everything, all the currents lead to there. That's where you get all this ship graveyard. That's where it's like all this crap. It's a dump. It's a trash heap, more or less. Anything that's underwater just goes right there. And then at the very top of the red line, you have Marijois, and it's like, you're still the dump, One on the top of the red line. We're not gonna keep this up here. Toss it right over. So it's like you are being dumped on, not just by the trash and everything, like physically speaking, but like metaphorically, you've been at the lowest rung for an extended period of time. There isn't much other species, race, or whatever in One Piece that's getting more crap than them.
I mean, honestly, they have such a history with them. Now, probably less than a few other groups, Buccaneers, Lunarians come to mind because they were just absolutely decimated to the point of extinction. And it appears that the Fishmen have a little bit more acceptance because they were even invited to the Reverie, but they're also at the Reverie they're basically like treated as second class human or second class people by just trying to abduct their princess of all things. Like they're just taking the princess, and so it's like, oh, yeah, I can just do whatever I want with you too. It's fine. It's like, no, that's not how it works.
I had a theory about that too. Why they're regarded as second-class citizens. It's not the fact that obviously they're not lesser in any way, and it's not just because they're just being picked randomly. I think this is a reason of tactic. This is tactical from both points. They can find mink, which are non-human. They can find Lunarians. If they really needed to, they could find a way to get to Skypeans if they put all their efforts to it. They can find all of the rest of the Buccaneers if they needed to. You know what I mean? They will put the effort. They are able to be found. The Fishmen are not really traceable once they get underwater. There could be thousands, there could be millions. They're all stronger than the average human. So you have no other choice but to be like, look, tactically, we're going to make all the humans disregard and hate these people because we can't even account for them. And if we started a fight, we don't know what kind of retaliation there would be. So we might as well just do what we can to put them in their place.
They're also immune to basically the whole plan of sinking the world, too. So no matter what the celestial dragons do, Fishmen are gonna be like unless you're gonna come down there and fight me, which as you raise the sea level makes it even harder for you to get down there. But it doesn't make us any less strong. So I don't know. I think you're onto something there. I agree.
Oh.
Try to leave and come
Not
back.
too sure.
Maybe
Maybe
but no,
died or something. I don't know. Anyway.
Oh, that's true too. But I mean, to your point, it's not that they have the ability to find the Lunarian, the Buccaneers. They kind of already did. Like we have King, and then we have Kuma. Kuma was a slave up until then. King, we kind of knew where he was the whole time. We just kind of like, or maybe that's why he hid his face. We kind of knew where we thought that they were all eliminated up until recently. But Fishmen are they're different. I mean, even just base form Fishmen fighters, warriors. They have Fishmen karate. They can go really fast under the ocean. They're in the environment that weakens devil fruit users. So not only are you going to come to fight me in a territory that kills you, but I'm going to just be even stronger for it. So I think you're onto something there. The Fishmen are kind of always going to be like the last quote unquote enemy of the celestial dragons, because no matter how much drowning of the world you do, you're not going to drown them out.
Chris, what was the point you're making?
Something along the lines of just, I think Kevin kind of covered a lot, but furthering my initial point of it just being a dump, Otehime is the reason they were at the Reverie. It was because of what she was doing, and she ended up warming the heart of Charlos or whatever. So she was able to go up there and do that, get the invitation up there. But just because she got the invitation doesn't mean that everything was changed. She just got the invitation. I still see everybody looking down at them. I see them as, I wouldn't say they were the first target, because think that would be along Giants or Buccaneers, but I seen them as a problem. And to what you guys are saying,
Giants also.
if to what you guys are saying, if they're gonna flood the world and everything, it's only making it more advantageous for them. You're just creating an ideal world for them. And if you don't have no tactical advantage from attacking them, you going to the extent of doing this crazy racism towards them, like you don't know that this place is gonna flood.
Last arc of
You're only
Piece,
creating your enemy.
War of the Fishmen and
You're
Giants.
only creating your enemy.
I'm telling you right now, if the world flooded, Giants were just up to like knee-high water. I'm telling you. And Fishmen were running rampant. I'm telling you. That would be a sight to behold. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, what do you guys think? Fishmen, complex civilization. Are there more than just Fishman Island? We think so. It's kind of like the Sky Islands. There's more. We just don't see them. What's your favorite type of Fishman?
I wonder if
What's your
Poseidon.
favorite Fishman?
I wonder if Poseidon's always a giant. Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, because Poseidon's also a giant fishman.
Even with where she came from with her mother and father, they weren't giants. So it's like, I wonder if that's just a Poseidon trait as well for that particular instance.
Like the lineage factor goes through that, and like you look, I can tell off tops. You might not be that kid, but you could be the Avatar. You're a giant kid, so here are the fucking mirror. Here's the mirror. Here's the toy. Here's the clip. Pick one. What do you guys think? That's actually a good point. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is the Grand Line Gazette. We will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow should be
11:31.
So,
yeah, 11:31 comes out. Spoilers are already out.
We are back.
Yeah.
Bet. We'll be back.
Peace.
Peace.